Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, this is why Robyn and Kody steer clear of questions in tell-all. Robyn Brown and Kody Brown are sisters. Questions avoided. There were several intense moments between Kody and Suki in the four-part tell-all segment of season 19. Numerous questions, particularly those concerning his early relationship with Robyn, were met with his refusal. When questioned why he no longer wanted to go on a double date with Christine and David, Kody even engaged Suki in a spooky stare-down. According to several supporters, Kody was merely attempting to dominate the interview and scare Suki. Suki didn't hold back, though, and at one point referred to him as a baby for his persistent failure to respond to inquiries. Robyn is in the same boat. Every time Suki posed a significant question, the sister wives star would casually respond, "No," or "I don't know." Among them was Janelle's remark about her being Kody's sacred cow. A major annoyance of the other wives, Robyn has also made fun of stealing the luggage rack. Although she said she was unaware that it was a problem for the others, many of her followers think she had known all along. Are Robyn and Kody keeping their image safe? Fans believe that Kody and Robyn Brown dodged a lot of questions at the tell-all primarily to protect their reputations. Rumor has it that the Sister Wives cast members took part in the tell-all in an attempt to improve their reputation. However, it appears that they weren't prepared for Suki to probe too deeply. Additionally, some spectators observed their frank approach to the ex-wives, which seemed to indicate that their main goal is peace. However, a lot of their answers give a different impression, leading viewers to believe that they are concealing something. Although some believe it was merely a pretext to justify their unjust relationship, Kody and Robyn have also been fighting for their divine love. Did Kody Brown want to be the star of Sister Wives? Some fans believe that Kody Brown was attempting to alter the story in order to establish themselves as the true star of the Sister Wives tell-all, in addition to attempting to save their reputation. Kody never expressed strong feelings for his ex-wives, as if to demonstrate that he was unconcerned by their charges. Kody has blamed the other spouses for the family's demise rather than taking responsibility for it alone. He even claimed that Robyn made all the sacrifices for her children and accused the ex-wives of failing to contribute to their education. However, it is evident that he was unable to win the spectators' sympathy. The elephant in the room, Kody and Robyn's media strategy. For nearly 2 decades, Sister Wives chronicled the ups and downs of Kody Brown's plural marriage to Mary, Janelle, Christine, and later Robyn. But by season 19, the spiritual sisterhood had collapsed. Christine left first, followed by Janelle and then Mary. Robyn became the last wife standing, and arguably the most controversial. By the time the tell-all aired, Kody and Robyn were no longer just TV stars, they were the de facto villains of the narrative. They were fully aware that public sentiment had turned against them. The tell-all presented both a risk and an opportunity, a chance to explain their side, but also a minefield of public scrutiny. It appears they chose to play it safe, perhaps too safe. From the outset, Kody and Robyn avoided giving direct answers. Kody would offer long-winded, defensive responses or, worse, silences filled with condescending stares. Robyn defaulted to phrases like "I don't know" or "that's not what happened," despite mounting evidence that contradicted her. Fans suspect the duo deliberately crafted a media strategy of evasion, hoping to minimize further damage to their reputations. They weren't there to confess. They were there to control the narrative. Chapter 2: Kody's dominance tactics, staring, snapping, and shifting blame. One of the most talked about moments from the tell-all was when Kody refused to answer Suki's question about why he wouldn't go on a double date with Christine and her husband David Woolley. Instead of responding, he stared silently at Suki in what some fans described as a creepy, domineering way. It was a clear power move, an attempt to intimidate or silence the host. Viewers quickly took to social media to call Kody's behavior immature and controlling. "He's trying to win a stare down, like he's asserting dominance," one fan wrote on Reddit. "He looked like a toddler being asked to share a toy." Suki, to her credit, didn't back down. She even called him a baby at one point for dodging questions. But Kody's resistance to accountability was clear. Rather than owning up to past mistakes, he reverted to blaming others, especially his ex-wives, for the family's collapse. Whether it was Christine's decision to leave or Mary and Janelle's detachment, Kody painted himself as the victim of an ungrateful household. Chapter 3, Robyn's deflections, I don't know and the sacred cow comment. If Kody stonewalled, Robyn sidestepped. When Suki asked her if she believed she was Kody's sacred cow, a term coined by Janelle to describe Robyn's favored status, Robyn simply laughed and said, no. She followed it up with a denial that she ever knew she was seen that way. But viewers weren't buying it. After nearly 15 years of being treated as the most important wife, receiving the lion's share of Kody's time, attention, and resources, it was implausible that she'd be oblivious. Robyn also dodged when Suki asked about petty household issues that became major emotional triggers for the other wives, like her infamous habit of taking the luggage rack. I didn't know it was a big deal, she claimed. But fans have seen enough footage over the years to know that Robyn has always been keenly aware of dynamics in the family, especially when they favored her. Her repeated deflections only made her seem disingenuous. Chapter 4, Rewriting the Narrative, the Divine Love Argument. One recurring theme throughout Season 19 and the tell-all was Kody and Robyn's effort to frame their relationship as divine or meant to be. They spoke of their bond as something spiritual, almost preordained. It seemed like a desperate effort to validate their now monogamous relationship, especially as the family's plural roots crumbled. But many fans saw it as a smokescreen. By framing their union as sacred, Kody and Robyn attempted to elevate it above the others. It wasn't just a romantic partnership, it was divinely justified. This gave them an excuse for sidelining the other wives, avoiding accountability, and refusing to explain past favoritism. When asked about his overwhelming emotional support for Robyn while neglecting others, Kody responded with vague spiritual rhetoric rather than direct answers. The divine love narrative wasn't just about love. It was a shield. Chapter 5, Protecting Robyn's Public Image, Why She Shut Down Completely. While Kody was defensive and aggressive, Robyn took a more passive approach. She was visibly emotional at times but refused to go deep into her own feelings or mistakes. She seemed committed to not being seen as the villain, even though many fans believe she played a major role in the family's breakdown. Robyn's goal appeared to be preservation. She knows her image has taken a hit over the years, accusations of manipulation, lying, and monopolizing Kody have become rampant. Her refusal to answer was likely her way of not making things worse. But silence can speak volumes. Her unwillingness to clarify past actions made it look like she had something to hide. By staying vague, she let others speculate, which may have felt safer than confirming what fans already suspected. Chapter 6, Financial Fallout, Avoiding Questions About Money and Support. One key moment in the tell-all was when Kody accused his ex-wives of not financially supporting Robyn's children. He claimed Robyn had made all the sacrifices, while the others did nothing. It was a divisive moment. But when Suki tried to press him for specifics, Kody deflected again. He wouldn't elaborate on what financial contributions the other wives were supposed to make, or why they would be responsible for Robyn's household at all. Fans were left wondering, why bring it up if you won't explain it? Was this just another tactic to villainize the ex-wives and paint Robyn as the only loyal, selfless spouse? By refusing to provide receipts, literal or figurative, Kody invited more suspicion, not sympathy. Chapter 7, The Reputation Management Game. At the heart of their evasion was a clear PR motive. Kody and Robyn knew they couldn't rewrite history, but they could try to reshape how they were perceived. If they answered Suki's questions honestly, they'd be admitting to favoritism, poor communication, emotional neglect, and spiritual betrayal. Instead, they chose the route of omission. But that plan backfired. By avoiding hard questions, they confirmed fan suspicions. Their silence validated years of viewer frustration. They didn't come off as misunderstood, they came off as guilty. The tell-all didn't just expose the past, it illuminated their refusal to confront it. Chapter 8, Suki's Role, Why She's Not Buying It. Suki Krishnan has emerged as a standout host in the Sister Wives universe. She's firm but compassionate, pressing when necessary but also giving the cast room to speak. In this tell-all, she didn't back down, especially when faced with Kody's intimidation tactics and Robyn's evasions. Calling Kody a baby wasn't just a viral moment, it was symbolic. It reflected what many fans have been thinking for years, that Kody refuses to take adult responsibility for the consequences of his actions. Suki's presence made their avoidance even more glaring. She represented the fans. And they refused to give her, or the audience, what they came for. Chapter 9, Damage Control or Damage Done? In the end, the tell-all wasn't the redemptive arc Kody and Robyn may have hoped for. If anything, their strategy of dodging questions, shifting blame, and pretending ignorance only made things worse. Public sympathy swung further toward Christine, Janelle, and even Mary, who, despite their differences, were willing to speak truthfully and show vulnerability. What the tell-all revealed most clearly was this: Kody and Robyn are still trying to win a game they've already lost. The fans have made up their minds. The ex-wives have moved on. And the only people left trying to cling to the illusion of control are Kody and Robyn. Conclusion: the tell-all that told everything, without them saying a word. Sometimes, what isn't said is more powerful than what is. Kody and Robyn Brown entered the tell-all with a clear mission: protect their reputation, control the narrative, and maintain their carefully curated public image. But in their silence, they revealed everything fans needed to know. Kody's stares, Robyn's deflections, and their joint refusal to engage in meaningful reflection spoke volumes. It wasn't just frustrating, it was telling. In the world of sister wives, where emotional transparency and family dynamics are the lifeblood of the show, Kody and Robyn's decision to clam up didn't protect them. It exposed them. The tell-all may have ended, but the questions linger, and fans will keep demanding answers. Even if Kody and Robyn aren't ready to give them. Tablecloth tops? Robyn's floral blouses are still on. Her crimes in fashion are out. Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, has been compared to tablecloths by her detractors. This is a cruel comparison. Is it truly justified, or is Kody Brown's queen being made fun of because viewers harbor old grievances? Most likely, a combination of both. Overall, Robyn looks really put together, even though her mumsy blouses with their vibrant flower prints aren't exactly the styles found on the slender and glamorous models that stalk the New York, Paris, and Milan catwalks. Robyn's distinctive blouses give her a modest appearance with a dash of Earth Mother charm, and she never modifies her style. Flowers are lovely, but perhaps not when they're printed on thin rayon shirts that appear to be quite flammable. Robyn's style isn't very popular, but then again, whoever likes Robyn? There aren't many encouraging comments online. Consequently, the lady who has always been regarded as the iron fist in the velvet glove, the one who twirled Kody's head until he lost the ability to distinguish between right and wrong, should wear whatever she wants. Robyn has an insatiable appetite for floral blouses. Robyn's printed blouses don't appear to cost much. In fact, one Hawthorne Trina design costs $30 at Poshmark. The majority of individuals could purchase it if they so desired. Fans who wish to know how to complete the look compare their Hawthorne Trina blouse with peep-toe pumps and bootcut jeans, which are now making a resurgence in fashion. Even though this ensemble might seem a little out there, Sister Wives fans can quickly transform into Robyn by assembling these components. In terms of hair and cosmetics, Robyn opts for a sleek, polished blowout, and it must be said that her hair is really lovely. It's shiny, dark, and consistently styled. She doesn't ever slouch. Choose a light, matte lip color, a hint of mascara, and eyeliner on the upper and lower lids for your makeup. To be honest, Robyn might look better with a little more lipstick, something with a little more gloss and more color payoff. She would look fantastic with a good cherry gloss. She might not feel comfortable wearing a lot of lipstick, though. Robyn doesn't live in the fashion industry, even though her clothing aren't really fashionable according to Vogue magazine or anything. She's a reality TV celebrity, a mother, and a wife. Robyn is too busy to spend a lot of time worrying about how she looks. She wears clean clothing and does her hair and cosmetics. She makes an effort, but she isn't preoccupied with her appearance. Therefore, some of Reddit's criticism is a little too dramatic. It's likely that some of the individuals making fun of her don't appear any more attractive than she does. Does Robyn need to modify her signature look? Robyn's style is a part of who she